Here are the 5 best movies with lesbian characters on Netflix. What are your favorites? Cosmopolitan recently released a list of the top 15 movies with lesbian characters to watch on Netflix so that people can snuggle with their loved ones during this cold winter. Here at the Happening Out television network, we're in South Florida. It's 80 degrees out. Plus, we want to hit the pool. So our production team cut the list to their favorite 5 movies. Number 5 is Fear Street, Part 1, 1994, because there's nothing like reliving the 90s teen horror novel series in film form. In this movie, a group of teens realize their town may be cursed, and character Deena realizes she may have to kill her ex-girlfriend to break the curse. Of course she has to kill her ex-girlfriend. It's a lesbian movie. Everybody dies in the end. Number 4 is A Perfect Ending. When an unsatisfied wife turns to a female sex worker for help, sparks fly.
Ooh la la.
That's the only one I haven't seen yet, so I'm looking forward to that. Number 3 is A Secret Love. This documentary is a real-life lesbian version of A League of Their Own and tells the story of baseball player Terry Donahue and her partner, Pat Henschel. I lied. I also haven't seen this one because
so
I'm going to cry my eyes out, and I prefer not to cry.
There's no lying on Queer News Tonight. Continue.
There's no crying in baseball. Isn't that a thing?
Totally.
Number 2, The Prom. This star-filled musical tells the story of a high schooler who wants to bring her girlfriend to prom. It's super cute. Super, super cute. Finally, my favorite, number 1, is called The Half of It. In this retelling of Cyrano De Bergerac, a young girl helps a classmate write letters to the girl he likes, but ends up liking the girl herself. This was my favorite one. I don't usually care for like the high school stories, but I loved this.
Yeah, I haven't seen all of them. At least I have some things to queue up now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lesbian movie in 30 years. So I'm going to go home tonight and tell Rosemary we've got 15 hot lesbian movies
We got
to
movies
watch.
to watch.
And I also thought it was interesting that this was an article in Cosmopolitan.
Right?
Because back in the day, and I may be dating myself, but you know, Burt Reynolds was on the front of Cosmopolitan magazine with a very, hairy chest, and now they're talking about lesbian movies.
Love that.
I love it.
Also, wasn't that also the magazine where Cindy Crawford was, who was the one on the cover?
With Katie Lang?
With Katie, and she was
it
like
Cosmo?
In the barber shop?
in the barber shop.
I have that postcard
Yes.
taped to one of my kitchen cupboards.
I bet you
Yeah,
do.
Helen Gurley Brown, bless her, the longtime editor of Cosmopolitan,
Right.
was
I love
always before her time.
I love that. So I saw the sad one, The Secret Lover. That was like, I cried through the whole thing. You saw it too,
saw it
right,
as
Nora?
well. I did.
Gut-wrenching.
It was. I mean, Patty cried for days. So if you want, watch it on the weekend.
Yeah.
And they did bobbleheads of the two women, which I'm mad about because they put them in the uniforms that they used to work, stereotypical lesbian, instead of putting them in just like regular outfits.
Right.
Whatever, it is what it is. I want to see The Secret Lover or whatever it was.
The sex worker.
Of course, I want to see the sex worker because.
And-
And what is today, Nora? What is today, Lexi?
International Sex Workers
Worker
Day.
You see, for you sex workers.
We love
Are
you,
you
sex
suggesting?
workers.
Are you
Right.
suggesting we go find ourselves a sex worker?
Yes.
You're married.
Did I
You
say that
gotta
out
talk to
loud?
your wife about that.
Actually, we're kidding about that, but I think we should also address the fact or mention it that, in our trans community,
Right.
sex work is a viable profession, and
Oftentimes the only work they can get.
absolutely.
Right.
And so we do support sex workers,
Absolutely.
and especially International Sex Workers Day.
Yes.
For sure. I mean, we're
Absolutely.
so far away, but I mean, that should be legal. It's your body, and you should be able to do with your body as you please. But I mean, come on, they're telling me I can't get an abortion. They're going to let a sex worker, work legally. I mean, it's
And God
that's a
forbid,
whole other.
God forbid you have a transgender child, they're going to investigate you.
Right.
Just saying.
Yes.
Well, so these and many more movies on Netflix with a bunch of women in it. So make sure that you watch them, put them on your binge list for this weekend coming. Because, just think about it. Karen will be watching it with her boo, too.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBT